tell the veterans that deal with PTSD, like, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't just go away. There's no magic pill. There's no, like, Soldier Heart says something in one of his songs, like, he says something to the effect of, people always ask me, how did you beat PTSD? He said, I didn't beat PTSD. I'm still fighting it every single day. But part of fighting that is knowing it and understanding it and managing it. And that's the fight. Like, and that becomes easier and easier as time goes on.
Yeah.
Like, there might be things that'll always trigger depression, or there might be things that'll always make me angry. Well, if they are, and I can't figure out how to work around that, for instance, if it's going to big crowds or going to a stadium,
Yeah.
and I can't for the life of me figure it out. Well, at least now I know that the being a big stadium is a trigger to me, and I just won't go.
Yeah.
We're as opposed to being the stubborn mule of a veteran and just going, and then next thing you know, you're drinking, and then you're getting into a fight, and then you're, how'd this happen? And because I was in the same damn spot that keeps triggering me every single day. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like
definition of insanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wish every person, ever since I got out of Battle Creek, I always been like, man, CBT therapy should be taught in high school. Like, everybody should be taught. Like, so I'll give you an example. This one, you asked me about one of the things I remember there. I'll give you this last example before we cut short. So this is the best example I had when it comes to being triggered or coming to reacting on emotional response. So, like, when you're driving, right, and everybody can relate to this, and somebody cuts you off or comes close to hitting you,
Yep.
you get mad, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're a super angry guy like me, and you're yelling and screaming and flicking them off. Maybe you're just throwing your hands up. Maybe you're shaking your head. Maybe it's your mouth
internal
and
dialogue, and you're like thinking about it for the next hour. Of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
You're doing something. You're responding to that, right? Your behavior to that action is all controlled based on what happened, what took place. So your behavioral response is to what took place. But here's where they really got me in therapy. What if that person cuts you off, but you knew that they were on their way to their job, and if they didn't make it, they would get fired? Or they were going to see their dying mom in the hospital, and they only had 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Or their wife was in labor
Yes.
and getting ready to have their baby. Are you going to be mad still?
Yeah.
You're not going to be mad. No. Get there, man.
You're gonna
Get there.
understand
Get there.
it. You're going to put yourself in their shoes.
Exactly. It's that empathy, right? So it's like, it's that understanding. So that's why I'm like, I really stress that with people. Like, a lot of times when I'm in a good spot, I'm just like, well, hold up. Like, there's got to be a reason. Like, we're all cut from different cloths. There's got to be something that was going through his head.
Yep.
Like, well, let's dig deeper, right? So, like, if you know these things about this person who cuts you off, I'm probably not putting my car in park and banging on his window at the next red light. Yeah. Like, hey, motherfucker,
I had this, this reminds me of a specific moment. I had to be to Jackson for a team meeting, and it was morning time, and I got on the expressway in just traffic jam. Like, it was jammed up. It was 2 hours to Jackson, so not only was I late to the meeting, I missed the meeting. So I'm pissed, I'm angry, I'm thinking about myself, like, oh, this sucks, what happened, blah, blah, blah. On my way home that night, I Googled what happened. Literally, there was a guy that had stopped, a semi-truck driver stopped on the road to help a guy that had run out of gas. He was filling the gas tank, and somebody came and just hit him, killed him, clipped him, took him out.
Damn.
And I'm like, wow, man, I was so pissed off.
Yeah, instantly you felt a little bit of remorse or a little bit
of... And all of a sudden I'm like, what is life like for his family right now?
Yeah. And anybody with any kind of human decency is checking themselves after that. Wow, okay.
And something I'll remind myself about when I start to get mad about, this traffic, this thing. Like, what's happening? What's going on?